Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. I want to welcome everybody from the very beginning all the way to now, and if you're watching this and you're new, welcome to you as well. I hope you find something here that you enjoy. There is a lot that can be found here on this channel. If you poke around, you will find everything from processing fiber, dyeing fiber, spinning fiber into yarn, knitting, crocheting, tatting, weaving, Tunisian crochet. There are so many different things that can be found here. I'm getting ready to start my first knit along. I have done several crochet alongs. I've done a tat along. Now we're going to have our very first our very first knit along. I'm seeing my loom here with the weaving in the camera, so it automatically went there. Yeah. So anyway, go over real quick. We have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those days are set up for tutorials on my own patterns, stitch tutorials, how-tos, things like that. They could be the Addy, they could be knitting, any of those things that I have mentioned. When I host crochet alongs or knit alongs or tat alongs, generally speaking, they start the first Monday of the month, and then that is your intro video, and then every Monday throughout the month is a part of that crochet along or make along or whatever it may be. This particular knit along is only two parts. You have the main body and then you have the trim. So it'll be a total of 3 videos. On Monday, you will have your intro video. That's going to give you the information that you need. What size yarn I used, what size needles I used, or hook if it was a crochet along. How much of it. A lot of times when I'm doing a crochet along, for instance, I've had multiple weights, multiple size hooks, and all of the yardages and sizes and all of that. With the knit along, I've only done it in 2 sizes. I still have not completely finished the one I'm doing in the videos for the tutorial for the make along. I've still got one more part to video, and once it's done, then I'll have the overall size. But I can give you a basic idea. This was done in 100% cashmere, and it's done with basically a sport weight is this one. And the one on Nikki back there was done in a DK weight. That is a soft and sleek back there by Hobby Lobby. But again, I'll go over all that information in your intro video, and then that gives you a week to, kind of gather up what you might want to work with. And then the following Monday, the second Monday, will be part 1. Now, because this is only a 3 video make along, you will have your intro video on Monday. The very following Monday will be part 1, and then the last Monday of the month will be your edging, your part 2. And that way it gives you a couple of weeks to work on the body, because it is a 16 row repeat, and you're going to be making it long. So the good thing is the rows are as short as narrow as you want. Yeah, so we got those on Monday. When we have make-alongs, they are on Mondays throughout the month. And then I like to collect pictures of everybody's finished objects, or as they're making them as well, and add them to the Sunday podcast during the time of the make-along. I don't normally add names until the very end, so it's kind of like a surprise who made what. I just show the pictures of them in the progress. And then at the end, it's like, boom, this person finished this one. So I like doing that. It's kind of a surprise for people to be like, oh, they're over at watching your videos, and they're like, I know who's making that one, and I know who's making that one. And it's kind of cool to see. It's like, oh, so-and-so's is looking beautiful. And then other people are like, well, wait a minute, whose is it? Which one was theirs? But anyway, that's on Mondays, when there's a make along going on. Other than that, you will see, you know, my own patterns and tutorials on other things, stitch tutorials. There might be something on weaving. There might be something on spinning. You never know what Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday is going to be. It could be anything. I try not to do all 3 days the same. For instance, crochet all 3 days, but occasionally that happens. Occasionally I don't have time to move things around, because when I record a bunch of crochet, a bunch of knitted, a bunch of whatever, and then I upload them all and then move them around. Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a spin and chat. I spin yarn, and it could be on any device of spinning. It could be the electric nano. I do mostly because it's easier for me to focus on the chat while spinning. On a manual spinning wheel back there, it could be on a drop spindle. It all depends. It could be anything. So that is just to sit around and chit chat on Thursday night with all of you awesome people. I love when you guys come and hang out and we get to chit chat. And then Friday, Saturday is, you know, kind of limbo as well. And Sunday, now we have our Sunday podcast as to what's spring been up to this week. Yeah, what's spring been up to this week? We have been hard at it here on the farm this week. I was not able to go live this past Thursday. The farm and all of the things that we did here on the farm over the past week has consumed me. I have not been able to get much of anything done. Yesterday, last night, and this morning, I worked really hard on finishing up the body of the upcoming knit along, so that way I can record part 2 for you. It's done, and the intro video. It is done. The body part is done. Yay. As of this morning. Yay. That basically is all I have done this week, with the exception of this morning I was on Bailey's Live. Some of you may have noticed that my Sunday podcast wasn't out at 6 a.m. this morning, as it generally is. First thing this morning. Time has not allowed me to record anything this past week. So here I am. It is almost 3 o'clock my time in the afternoon, and I am just now getting to record my Sunday video. It is the only one that is not pre-scheduled more than the night before. So, yeah, here we are. During Bailey's Live this morning, I worked on the granny rectangle, and this is all my own hand spun yarn, and I'm going to insert a picture here. So every bit of it is yarn that I have hand spun, and it's from the center of it being like the very beginning of my spinning on a manual spinning wheel, learning the process, on out to basically not too long ago hand spun yarn. It's quite interesting to go through and see the process of my spinning. I can feel the difference. In the center of the Afghan, the very, very center is really overspun and rough feeling and thick, and then this is softer but thick because it's underspun. So I've gone from overspun through underspun to more uniform spinning and some hand dyed, all the way out to present. So it's been really cool to see throughout my level of spinning, how much it has changed over the course of 5 years, 6 years now of spinning. So I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I'm glad that I started this. I really am glad that I started this project because I'm super stoked about it. The other thing that I did do that I have done while working on this, and my hands needed a break. My hands have had it for the week. This weekend, my hands are killing me. I decided I was going to take a short intermission from working on that wrap yesterday, and I decided to give my go at paper beads. And so I did. That was the first 4 that I made. And please excuse all the chunks missing out of my hands. I have got chunks of skin missing everywhere. We beat ourselves up this week. So my goal was to make glow-in-the-dark beads. And I'm going to insert a picture. That was my first go at it. And I was so stoked and excited at how well it worked that I decided that I was going to make more. And so I've got them started here. I just need to finish them off. There is 8 more made here and ready to be coated. And then I have 8 more ready to go on the skewers and be glued down. I didn't do that yet because I wanted to have something to hold these up with. Yeah, I made a pink one. I had one sheet of pink tissue paper that came from somewhere. I have no idea where. And yeah, I decided to play with it a little bit and see how it turned out. Now, what I'm using is well, I've got the whole book here. Yeah. This is the actual paper that I'm using. It's very, very thick, but there's a lot of different designs and stuff. So I had this sitting in the drawer and I thought, I think I'm going to try to use this because it's really, really thick. And one of those pieces of paper can make a lot of beads now that I have been playing with them. So this is fun. I have never made paper beads before, and it has been quite a lot of fun. If you've never tried it, it is definitely worth it. It is so much fun. So I'm going to go ahead and get them to glow as well, glow in the dark, and finish the other beads, but not until after I have created my intro video for Monday, now that I am to the point that I can. So that's all I have done this week. Everything else has been outside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put together the slideshow from all of the pictures that you guys have sent me, whether it's in the Facebook group, or if it's an email, or you have tagged me in it. Thank you for sharing your work with the rest of us. We love to see, especially me, I absolutely love to see your work. It is amazing to see everybody's talent. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. If you have not and you would like to share your work, you're more than welcome to do so. All of the ways that you can get a hold of me are down in the description box of every video. You can find Instagram, you can find Facebook group, you can find the email to email me. Any of that information is down in the description box. So go ahead and go over there and send your pictures over with a brief description, but also add in, even if you don't create content, add in your YouTube name, because a lot of times that's different than what's in the Facebook or what's on Instagram. So go ahead and add your YouTube name. That way I can properly tag you and you can see when that video comes out that I've tagged you in a video, and you'll see your work in that video. So make sure and add your YouTube channel. That way your name on your YouTube channel, which everybody's got a channel, just not everybody has content. So please add your YouTube name in there so that way I can tag you and let you know that I shared your picture. I would love to be able to tag every one of you. Sometimes YouTube don't let me and I have to just type it in, but nevertheless, it's down in the description box. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get that video together, add a little bit of music to it, and get this all copied and pasted and all that good stuff together. And that way you can see this video. All right, everyone, be blessed, be a blessing. Thank you for watching so much, and I'm sorry for my absence this past week. It is what it is, right? Life happens. So we will see you on the upcoming videos this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And if not, then I hope to see you Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for our little chit chat with me spinning yarn. And if you would like to spin yarn as a guest spinner, contact me by one of them little linky doos in the bottom in the description box, and let me know you would like to do so. I would love to have you join me for a guest spinner on Thursday night spin and chat. All right, everyone, again, be blessed, be a blessing, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Also, one quick add-in here. I had mentioned in my last podcast that I had some secret things that I'm working on. Well, I'm finally able to show one of the things that I've been working on, which is a new shawl, knitted shawl by Fiber Spider. The links to this particular, let me turn it the other way for you. It's still on the needles, so it's kind of scrunched up there at the bottom, but the link to that part 1 and part 2 videos will be down in the description box of this video. So go ahead and check that out if you are a knitter and interested in working up a really cool, very easy to follow repeat. I run through the repeat a couple times and said it was awesome and kept going. So here we are, we're still going. I haven't had a chance to work on it much this week, but and nevertheless, this is one of those items that is being revealed. Tell you about. I could only work on it and pretend like I wasn't working on it. So anyway, go ahead and check that out if you are interested in his new released shawl pattern. All right, bye.